Hey guys, Chris here from Wrath of Cause. Last week we did a little live stream, basically having a few new designs which are going to be being implemented in part 2 of WaE. Now, this is just a quick video explaining them them cards, and I'm just going to run through them real quick. This is basically like a quick evaluation of that live stream. So, first card we've got in mind is a card called the Obliterator Cannon. So it costs 3 elements to go into play, a white, a black and a red. It's an uncommon unit. It's got 800 attack and 200 health. Now it's got the ranged ability, which is always good because you can obviously roll this unit's die before anything without ranged, so it gives you a bit of an upper hand there. But the downside is it only hits on a 6. So obviously you need to try and work a way out of ensuring that you do hit with this unit. Now there will be cards in set 2 what can help you hit, as well as there are some other cards in GVE such as the Obelisk of War, for example, which will let you re-roll a unit's battle die. Now obviously this is going to be an early unit because it costs 3 to get out. There's plenty of terrains to do that on turn 3 or 4. And of course it's got 800 attack, which is a big whacker, so you don't really want to be on the receiving end of this unit. It's a very powerful unit, especially if you hit. It's a bit low on health, but it makes up for it in attack power. So the second design we've got is another unit, uncommon, called the Gold Blade Warrior, and it costs 3 white elements, or 2 white and a red. It's a human unit. It's got 500 attack, 300 HP, which is, I think it's just a little bit less than average. However, it only misses on a 1 in battle. It hits on a 2 to a 5, which is about average for units nowadays. And then on a 6, she will hit, and then draw a card, then discard a card. So part 2 of WaE is going to implement a lot of drawing and discarding cards. So this can either really benefit you, or it can be really bad against you depending what deck your opponent's going to be playing. So just bear that in mind with this unit. But, you know, if you're not playing against an anti-draw deck card thing with your opponents, then of course you can draw extra cards and get rid of some useless ones, what you don't need. So that is that unit. Next up is a special terrain card called Elementia Plainfields. Now this is an uncommon, which is a bit unusual because this terrain can let you generate an element of any colour, and there's no other special terrain cards of that rarity, an uncommon rarity, what can let you do this. However, there is a bit of a drawback to this special terrain. So unlike the Gem Cave is pretty much exactly the same terrain, however it's rare and it doesn't have any restrictions. This card does have restrictions. So its text says, if at the start of your turn you choose a different colour to what was generated last turn, you will lose 500 health. Yeah, that is pretty bad. However, whenever you play an elemental unit, you may choose a new colour for this terrain to generate. So, as it's given in the name and the description, this card is intended to go into an elemental deck. We've already got an elemental deck in WaE, and there will be another one coming in part 2 of WaE. So yeah, ideally this wants to be played in a elemental deck, and of course if you do decide to combine WaE with GVE, you know, you've got Gem Cave, you're going to have this card, you're going to have all the other terrains what can let you generate multiple colours. You know, you get a deck with a lot of them special terrain cards in, you're not going to have a problem getting out of the difficult priced cards like Alto and stuff like that. Next up is a battle card, an uncommon battle card called Protection Field. It costs 3 blue or 2 blue and a white. It's an uncommon rarity. Of course it's a battle card, which means you can only play it during battle, either on your turn or your opponent's turn. And it's got prevent the next 500 damage dealt to any one unit in battle. So obviously and ideally you will want to use this card after your opponent has rolled their dice. However, with battle cards there is a restriction. The latest moment in time to be able to play a battle card is before you and your opponent start dishing out the damage pool for whatever you've rolled. So you know, you can play this after your opponent has rolled their dice, so you know, if your opponent's units miss, then you don't have to use it and you've saved it for another turn. Whereas if you use it before the battle dice and the opponent's units miss, then you know you've kind of wasted a decent card. So yeah, you got protection field, which is a really nice card to have in any blue deck. And finally, if my computer works, we've got a relic card, which is a rare. It costs only a blue and a red, and it's called the Chest of Reaping Reward. Now, we already have a chest from GVE, but there's no chest in WaE, so it's nice to know that we're going to be having 3 chests return in WaE, as well as 3 keys. So, this one in particular is the rare version of the chest. It's got, you can only destroy this relic by using a card called Skeleton Key. Upon doing so, roll a die. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you get to play a relic or weapon card for free. So if you've got some heavy weapons or some heavy relics in your hand, then you know this is really going to be nice. You can just play it for free, you don't have to pay its cost. Then you've got a 3 and a 4. You can draw 3 cards. You know, nothing wrong with card draw. It can give some players, it can really pull them out of the mud if they're having a bad game. And then a 5 and a 6 is search your deck for a wonder, reveal it, then shuffle your deck. So this is basically quite a powerful ability because you've got some wonders. If you're not going to have many wonders in your deck, let's face it. However, this card will let you just search and just basically tutor for any wonder card in your deck. Obviously, you need to show it to your opponent, but you know it's not going to be long till you start playing it. So, yeah, this is going to be a really good card. Like I said, there will be a couple of other chests. There will be an uncommon and a common chest as well for you guys to find, but I'm not going to spill the beans on them too soon, but this is the rare version of it. Now for watching this video, we're going to basically, I think I might just have a quick little flick through here. Maybe show you one more card what wasn't shown on the live stream for part 2 of set 2. Let's find it. I'm just cycling through them now to see what we've got. Okay, we'll use this one. It's a weapon card, an uncommon one. I actually really enjoy this because this feels a bit different to all the weapon cards we've got in Wrath of Khorne as of yet. It's called the Shield of Denial. Now look at that play cost. First element is a green or a blue. Second element is a red or a white. And then you've got one more colour of any colour. So, you know, you're going to have to be playing at least 2 colours to get this shield out. So it can be easy-ish to get out. However, there is also another requirement for this. If we read onto the card rules for this, it's got this can only be equipped to a named unit. So a named unit is basically a card with a comma in their name, and these are basically like the storytellers of the game. You know, the big characters like Rhaenys and Kira and stuff like that. So it cannot be equipped to like a lesser unit in play. Now they do come with some really decent abilities, and to continue this card, basically this one says reduce all damage dealt to this unit by 200. Damage prevented this way is dealt to the enemy core instead. So this is going to be really good against something like a red burn deck, because obviously if you put this onto a powerful unit and your opponent really wants that unit gone, not only will this, you know, continuously send negate damage dealt to that unit, well, I shouldn't say negate, more like dampen, then you know it's going to deal 200 damage back to the core, and this will also work multiple times. So you know, if your opponent casts 3 red burn spells on your card, which has got this one in, you know that's going to trigger 3 times. So you know it's going to be 600 damage back to the enemy core. Yeah, so that's going to be the card called Shield of Denial. There's also another one, another weapon very similar to the shield, but it's a sword, and I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to make you guys wait for that for a little bit. I don't want to give away all the ideas we've got so far. But anyway, yeah guys, that's going to basically be this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, gave you a little insight if you decided not to watch the live stream, whether it's because it was too long or something like that. So yeah guys, tell me what you think. Which was your favourite card? If you've got any ideas, maybe, throw in my way. You know, we are still looking at the elemental theme at the moment. So yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I shall see you next time.